Okay, like, get ready with me while I talk about, because I'm reconnecting with a friend from middle to high school, so this is gonna be interesting. I'm a little nervous, not gonna lie. Anyway, so I had a really weird fucking dream last night, but like I remember it more vividly like right before I woke up, of course. But so basically, I remember like going to like a restaurant or something, and I think the friend I was going with for some reason was my ex-coworker. I forgot their name already. Help. I think their name is Evan. Yeah, Evan. And we went to this restaurant, or like we met up at this restaurant. But before I saw Evan, I saw freaking Arlo, who I haven't seen since like high school. And for some reason, like everyone's in Seattle now. Like for some reason, I went to school with these people in Seattle and not Austin. So I just say like, hey, at Arlo, and then they walk by and then they come back to me and they're like, Anna? And I was like, yup. And they were like, oh my god, I didn't think you'd come back. And I was like, well, I'm here. But then the other part of my dream was, like, Evan and I were trying to sit at a table, and then, like, I'm trying to sit next to Evan, because that's the only person in row at the function. I don't know why I really wanted to sit with this person for lunch, or whatever meal we were having, but this guy tried to sit in my seat, and I was like, hey, I'm sorry, I have to sit here, indicating, like, hey, like, I'm trying to sit next to my friend. And then they were like, oh, that guy was really nice. Like, apparently Evan knew that guy. I was trying to sit in my seat, and I was like, oh, I'm sorry. But they ended up finding a seat, or he ended up finding a seat. But then, like, I don't really remember what happens at the restaurant. I think we're just talking. But then it cuts to, like, me walking home from the restaurant. But, like, the whole area kind of looks like a little bit reminiscent of like the place that my grandparents on my dad's side lived in growing up. So I'm walking through this neighborhood and I'm passing by like all these people, and my mug is tea and like everyone's like staring because like, you know, that's my life. And then like I get close to my house, my supposed house, and it's weird, like the neighborhood looked like my grandparents' neighborhood, but then my house looked like my old house in Austin. So I walk past my house, and then, like, I see freaking Tate, like, throwing a party there at her house. Mind you, I haven't talked to Tate since we did that, like, photo shoot together. I haven't talked to Tate in years. It's so weird, I'm having dreams about, like, people I haven't talked to in a long time. It's so interesting. Anyway, but, like, yeah, so Tate was throwing a party. There were signs everywhere and everything trying to look like nonchalant and like artsy, but it wasn't. It was at this old southern house in the middle of buttfuck Austin. I'm like, right. But like, I love how I passed by Tate and they didn't even notice that it was me, which I thought was funny. Like, they saw me, but they didn't say anything. It was weird because they were sitting out on a lawn chair. Like, no one was at their party, and I was like, damn. Like, it was a little funny, but it was also kind of sad. Like, nobody was, like, at the function, because it was lame. Anyway, that's so mean, but then, like, I come to my house, and then, like, we have a garage, but then my friend Nico, who's, like, my online mutual on Instagram / makeup friend on TikTok, like, she's there, and she's also throwing a party. Like, she's throwing a separate party from the one that was in my house. I don't know who was throwing these parties, y'all. Like, there was just parties everywhere. But Nico was throwing a party. I think it was for her birthday. But I remember trying to say hi to her. Like, the garage was open, so she was just using the garage and the outside area to throw her party. I don't know why. But I tried to say hi to her, and I guess she just doesn't notice me, which is okay. And then, like, there's, like, two mysterious gay people. One of them's this, like, gay guy. I don't know who he is. I don't think he's anyone in my personal life. He didn't look too familiar. But we were, like, besties. Like, I was, like, apparently, like, besties with this guy. Because we were, like, hugging on each other, and he's like, oh, my boyfriend's here. Because apparently I really want to meet his boyfriend. And then he leads me inside, and then there's like these two guys with long hair. Like one of them's passed out, the other one's on the couch just like vibing. I think they're high. And I wave like, hey, and then I see, so the living room is on one side, the kitchen's on the other side. Both separate rooms but open doors, if that makes sense. But in the kitchen, I see Adrian. Like my friend slash ex-coworker, Adrian. And I was like, oh my god. So, and then it comes together in my brain, like this is like a going away or coming back part. I don't remember. I don't know if in the dream if I was still in Austin or Seattle. Like when I was at the restaurant, I felt like I was at Seattle or in Seattle. But then like when I was in the house, felt like I was back in Texas. But I was like, oh my god, Adrian, I'm so glad I got to see you before I left. Which says a lot because I unfortunately didn't have time to see Adrian before I moved, and I feel really bad. Maybe that's my brain telling me to regret it. But yeah, like I remember seeing Adrian, I was like, oh my god, Adrian, how's it going? And we were just like talking, and honestly, like that's pretty much like how my dream went.